and very pleased to have with us on the program right now from USA Shooting, Olympian Scherer. Sarah, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Glad you could join us on the program this afternoon.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
You bet. A lot of folks may not be aware of the fact that the NCAA actually has a rifle a program, and as a matter of fact, the NCAA Rifle Championships took place not long ago in Columbus, Ohio, on the campus of the Ohio State University. You competed for Texas Christian University in your collegiate career. Did you run into people who had no idea that the Horned Frogs or any other college had these rifle teams?
Yes, definitely, for sure, on a regular basis. Even in my own university, you come across people and they're like, "No way, that's a sport." And then you go to explain, that you compete in Olympics, you compete at NCAA level, and they're like, "Wow, that's fantastic." And so, yes, for sure, there's a lot of people out there who are not aware that it's a sport and all the opportunities that it has as a sport.
So you wrapped up your collegiate career at the Rifle Championships in Columbus. I know that you actually won an NCAA championship there on campus in Fort Worth at Texas Christian. What was it like to, you're certainly not finishing up your competitive career, but what was it like to put your college shooting days behind you?
Oh, it was bittersweet for sure. It's kind of tough because it's a time that I really appreciated and has grown as an individual and as an athlete. And so the 4 years I've had working with TCU with my coaches and so forth, I really appreciate. And having that time has been unparalleled. But then yet it is kind of time to move on, and let new shooters come in there and make move the waters like I did. And so it's it's bittersweet because I'm moving on, but then also you can see the sport kind of moving on and changing and growing too. So it's kind of cool.
You say you see the sport growing at the college level?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you just look at, general scores at how much they've improved over the last few years, it's fantastic to see.
What about participation? I've been impressed. I mean, you look at some of the programs around the country, and whether it's TCU, West Virginia, or even Kentucky, it's so impressive that the big name programs still welcome, and there's still a chance for new shooters to actually walk on, learn the sport, and end up competing, and frankly end up being champions by the time that they wrap up their college career.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see that a perfect example is one of my teammates, Sarah Beard. She actually walked onto the team, our coach and recruiter, but her family was long in the shooting sports. Her dad was also an Olympian and so forth, and she walked on the TC Rep team, and then within her freshman year, she was a part of the championship team. And so, I mean, it's so cool, in the shooting sport, how you can do that. You're so right.
It is. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Maybe there are other college sports out there where that's possible, but I'm a big college football fan, and I rarely see those stories of the guys who've never played football before walk on and then end up playing a pivotal role in a national championship season. And yet we get those stories, those great stories, each and every day from these programs. I'm curious, with all of the political debate surrounding gun control,
Mm-hmm.
I know that one of the big concerns, obviously, we want to see the competitive shooting sports continue to grow. It's nice that actually I have not heard anybody complain about the NCAA Rifle Championships. Are you concerned at all, Sarah, that the forces of political correctness may try to turn their attention to things like the collegiate rifle program?
And I'm definitely concerned because, it's a sport that I've loved, and and I've grown up in this, and so it's, something that's a pivotal part of who I am. And so I'm concerned because, say if it does have an impact, that the opportunities of people that, come after me won't have the opportunities that I've been able to experience. So, definitely concerned, but, I trust that, all the effort that, NRA, y'all are doing, and USA Shooting, and everybody kind of coming together and trying to protect our sport and protect the rights that we do have. And so, I'm, just kind of out here trying to do what I can do, like talking to you and just being a good representative of our sport, because honestly, it is a fantastic sport, and it can be very safe, and it is a beautiful thing that I've had in my life, and so I couldn't I would be the same person who got it.
Well, listen, Sarah, I think one of the most important things that you touched on is speaking out and speaking up and being an ambassador for the shooting sports and being an ambassador for the Second Amendment. And I think you are a fantastic ambassador for our rights and for the sport. So keep doing what you're doing. We really appreciate your time on the program and hope we can have you back again very soon.
Definitely. Thank you so much again.